What's going on, everybody? This is Matt Does Fitness, and I just ate a clock. It was time consuming. Okay, this is my deadlifts from the first week back post competition. Now, the first week, this is my first week back in the gym, and I'm just I have been kind of taking it easy. In fact, that's a lot. I'm not taking it easy, I'm just not kind of doing a program as such. So my plan is, as of next week, to jump back on my the cycle I've been running for the last 3-4 months. I'm going to make a video. I'm going to put a video up in the next few days explaining my plan in that respect, in terms of my targets, my goals, what I want to be hitting weight wise come the end of the cycle, because I do have some big goals in mind. But this week I'm not going to be squatting, because my knees, or my right knee particularly, it's not bad, but it's a little bit sore. It was a bit sore leading up to the competition, and that kind of insane grind for my third attempt, that near 500 pound PR, kind of just twinged my knee a bit. So I mean, it feels fine now, but I don't want to risk it. I figure if I give it a nice week at rest, then in theory next week I can jump back on it in terms of squats, and everything should be back to normal. Now, session-wise here, I went 4 sets of 5 at 210 kilos, which is 463 pounds. Now, it says this was a PR for sets of 5. I wanted, initially, my plan was to go for 5 sets of 5, but after 3, I was pretty destroyed. The last couple of reps here of the 5th set were really, really ugly, so I thought I would kind of quit while I was ahead and leave it there. It's still, like I said, a PR for sets of 5, and although it's not the 5 sets I wanted, it's the first time I've done deadlifts for reps for a while now, like 2 weeks, so especially sets of 5, obviously it takes it out of you the best of times, but here when I'm just coming back after my competition, it's not surprising that I couldn't get all 5, but I'm still pleased with this work. Like I said, it is PR territory, so I will take that. What I did find is that my back was still a little bit fatigued from those terrible deadlift attempts at the competition, plus obviously from my squats as well to an extent. You see there, I'm struggling to lock that out. That was a long lockout, but I got it. And to be honest, I think it's quite a good thing doing that, because obviously in a competition there's going to be grinds, particularly when you're going for PR attempts, so it's nice to kind of have a go at grinding in the gym, just kind of get used to it, so that when you do it in a competition, it's not a massive shock. I then moved on to some deficit work, which I'm going to make a little bit heavier from here on in. My plan is to possibly not do quite so much in the way of regular deadlifts, so that I'm fresh, so that I can do some good quality deficit deadlifts, because I feel like my weakness is always been, it still is, off the floor. You saw them in the competition. When I failed, it's because I couldn't move. I could barely break the bar off the floor, so that's obviously my area to work on. So I'm going to do more heavy deficit work. So like what I'm doing here is 180 kilos, practically 400 pounds. I did that for 3 sets of 5, but I will be up in that weight pretty quickly. I want to get up to kind of low to mid 400 pound range off a deficit, because I figure if I can do that for reps, then that sets me up to go heavy on kind of regular singles. So we'll see how that goes. Right, accessory work wise, I did some bent over rows / Pendlay rows, although the form's pretty ugly, so it's dubious as to whether you can call them Pendlay rows. And I did them heavy. I went for 100 kilos, 220 pounds, which is heavier than I would normally do for those, but I want to up my intensity, my weight in terms of my back work, because I feel like that again is a weakness. I feel like my pressing is strong, my pulling is not strong enough, and I think that might be also impeding my deadlift somewhat, so I'm going to try and rectify that over the coming weeks. I then did some cable rows, lying on the floor, as is the way in my gym, because that's pretty much all I can do. I did 3 sets of 12-ish of those, which I like with that attachment. And then I finished the session, as you can see here, with some pretty old school alternate dumbbell arm curls with a little bit of supination in there. And these are, I think these are 27.5 kilo dumbbells, which makes it, what is that, about 70 pounds or so. So a decent weight. 3 sets of, I think 10 to about 8 of these. And that, my friends, was my session. So, hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, as always, and I will see you tomorrow.